My name is Jacob Zidow. Welcome to the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. Today's games are brought to you by One Life Fitness.
Are we up?
On field one, we have the Kellam Knights
Am I volume up or
against
no?
the Princeton Cavaliers. And on field two, we have the Lansdowne Eagles facing off against the Bayside Marlins. If you can't be in person to future games, good news. All VBHS field hockey games this season are being streamed live on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex website. All you have to do is go to
All right, pleasant afternoon to everyone. It is the 5th day of October, the year 2021, on this warm and sunny Tuesday here at the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. Matt Hatfield here with you for our broadcast of the... Okay. Anybody know that? Hello, folks, and welcome to our broadcast coverage here on BeachSportsplex.com of Virginia Beach Field Hockey from the Regional Training Center on Tuesday, October the 5th, 2021. It's a warm and sunny Tuesday afternoon, almost 90 degrees out here on the pitch. I am Matt Hatfield here with you. Our broadcast today presented by One Life Fitness, and we'll tell you more about One Life Fitness and all of our proud supporters and sponsors of athletics out here in Virginia Beach at the Sportsplex and at the Regional Training Center for high school athletics and events, and so thankful for all of them. Let's tell you about our matchup today, featuring the Kellam Knights and the Princess Anne Cavaliers. The Knights of Kellam High coming with a record of 4-3 overall under Coach Nicole Morgan. Won their last time out. In fact, last Thursday, by a count of 7-0 in a shutout of Bayside, to follow up their 5-1 victory over Ocean Lakes a week prior. The Knights, with a bunch of contributors for them this season that have played integral roles, including Melina Magnano, as well as Ashley Pappas, who is committed to Northeastern, Caroline Porter, who's going to the University of Mary Washington, and some international players on this squad. Magnano scored the lone goal in the game that we presented to you all on September 21st, a 6-1 loss to First Kelowna. The only team to defeat Kellam this year: Great Bridge, Norfolk Academy, and FC. And on the other side, the Princess Anne Cavaliers, under Coach Kristen Wheeler, having themselves a fine season at 9-1 overall. They've outscored their opponents by a whopping margin of 53-11 on the season. And in fact, for Princess Anne, they have a host of contributors for them as well. Kylie Wheeler, the daughter of Coach Kristen Wheeler, she's got 12 goals. Madeline Allen has 10 goals. And Madeline has been a key senior forward. In fact, one of 5 seniors, as is Kylie. Other captains for PA, including Mallory Lamb, senior midfield backer. And a couple of fun facts about the Cavaliers, including Mallory Lamb. She just broke the timed run record for the 200-yard run, which is up and back on a field hockey field. She ran it in 28 seconds. And Coach Wheeler's been keeping timed run records for all of her players going back to 2001. Now, interesting to note, the previous owner of that record was Kendall Hathaway, who is the cousin of one of the freshmen on this Princess Anne roster with some promise, and Claire Holmes. Holmes wears number 5. A freshman forward we'll tell you about more a little bit later on here. But The record holder prior to Kendall Hathaway was Kelsey Scherer, who is now an assistant coach for Kristen Wheeler at Princess Anne. So the Cavaliers' only blemish on the season was 7-1 against First Colonial. Just like Kellam, they had a loss by multiple goals to the Patriots, who prior to last week, they were undefeated when Cox knocked them off 2-0 last Thursday. But PA, with a number of shutout wins this year, blanking the likes of Deep Creek, Granby, Oscar Smith, Norfolk Collegiate, Woodside, Kempsville, and Ocean Lakes, who they shut out 3-0 their last time out. So great goalkeeping, certainly playing a major role with Annabelle Fullwood. Fullwood, a senior goalie, wearing number 19 for the Cavaliers today. Our broadcast presented again by One Life Fitness here at the Regional Training Centers. We're minutes away from getting this one underway. Terry Sawyer, our head official for today's contest. One of the best around. Had a chance to do some games with Terry here at the Regional Training Center. We'll be getting things underway in just a bit, but while we have a chance, let's step aside for a second and hear from One Life Fitness.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
And we're back here at the Regional Training Center, moments away from getting this one underway between the Kellam Knights with a record of, thought I had it here for a second, 4-3 overall, and the Princess Anne Cavaliers, who check in at 9-1 overall. Let's tell you about the lineups for both of these teams, beginning with the Knights of Kellam High School. Their goalie is senior Naira Doby. Number 2 is junior Kendall Lewis. Number 3, Julia Richardson, a junior as well. Keep an eye on sophomore Lily Turner wearing number 4. She scored 7 goals on the season for Coach Morgan's Knights of Kellam High. Noah Netterveld from the Netherlands, a sophomore wearing number 5. Melina Magnano out of Argentina, a sophomore wearing number 7, and she's the top scorer for Kellam with 10 goals this year and a pair of assists. Ellie Ochave, a junior wearing number 9. Caitlin Porter, junior, donning number 10. Ashley Pappas Huddleston, a senior wearing number 12, who is headed to Northeastern. Maisie Boyce checks in at number 13, a sophomore. Senior Ruby Hopkins, number 14. Freshman Ellis Cannon, number 16. Ainsley Shoebridge, a junior wearing number 17 for the Knights. Jenna Nealon, a senior wearing number 18. Number 19 is Abby Williams, a junior who's got 5 assists on the year. Sharon the Sugar, as we like to say there. Emmy Pisterman, a sophomore wearing number 22 for the Knights. Riley Casson, a senior wearing number 25. Caroline Porter, number 26, is a senior heading to the University of Mary Washington. And rounding out the lineup for Kellam, you have Emily Wright, a freshman wearing number 27. Julia Gadsby, goalkeeper, number 32. It's a senior. And senior Angelina Dudley, number 33, a senior forward for Coach Nicole Morgan, whose Knights will be back in action after today when they take on the Cox Falcons in a big one coming up on Thursday. Cox, the number 1 ranked team in the area, and of course defending 3-time state champs in Class 5. For the Cavaliers, counting down their players of note from senior to freshman, they have 5 seniors in their class, led by the top goal scorers Kylie Wheeler, number 2, who's got 12 goals this year. Number 8, Madeline Allen, a senior forward with 10 goals scored this year. The goalkeeper is Annabelle Fullwood, number 19, and again, has not been scored on much this year. In fact, As we mentioned, the shutouts this season, she's got 7 of those as PA has outscored its foes 53-11 on the season. 2 other seniors, Mallory Lamb, a captain wearing number 21, and Farron Levinsky, number 17, a midfielder. A trio of junior backers with Zoa Barbie, number 27, Nielsen Baxley, number 9, and Sammy Heath, number 16, junior midfielder number 11, Mary Ruffin, junior midfielder number 10, Quian Tron, and number 4, a junior forward, Erica Wu, whose nickname is Woozy, a key member for the Cavaliers under coach Kristen Wheeler. In the sophomore class, they have 4 10th graders, number 1, Sarah Ellis, number 7, Ilkum Sarsalaz. I'll tell you more about her visit to Turkey in August later on in our broadcast today. Number 26, Mackenzie Short, and number 24, Izzy Lamb. And a couple of freshmen, Claire Holmes, number 5, a Ford, who we mentioned, is a cousin to Kendall Hathaway, who held one of those PA records that we highlighted in our open. And number 14, Sydney Radquini, a freshman who played in the Junior Olympics this summer. Number 14 for Sydney, Claire Holmes wearing number 5. So there you have it, the rosters for the Princess Anne Cavaliers and the Kellam Knights after today. For Princess Anne, if you're curious who they have coming up on their docket, they'll take on Bayside on the road coming up on Thursday. And then next week it gets interesting with the matchup at Cox. That's a game that will have a lot of implications for the Region 5A playoffs that get underway in November. And they close out the month of October with a Green Run on October 19th. And they're at home October 21st against Lancetown, and October 26th, their regular season finale against Tallwood. So once again, we're coming up here on the start time between the Kellam Knights and the Princess Anne Cavaliers. Our game presented today by One Life Fitness. And speaking of One Life Fitness, let's tell you a little bit about One Life Fitness. One Inspired Life. They're here to help. Start your new membership today at any one of the 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations. Go online to onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass. One Life Fitness. We'll take another quick timeout and come back with the beginning of this matchup right here from the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of, with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
All right, we're back here as the start of this one is going to be at right about 4:15 Eastern. We got pushed back a couple minutes here, so apologies to those of you that were waiting for the start right at 4 p.m. sharp. So while we have a couple minutes, you see the officials with the captains for these two squads. We'll tell you there's another game going on the field right next to us. It's the Lansdowne Eagles taking on the Bayside Marlins on this gorgeous Tuesday afternoon here in Virginia Beach, as we're getting closer to that point with the fall sports for the Virginia High School League of playoff time. Look at playoff positioning and where teams stack up with one another as they chase the postseason. Of course, for Virginia Beach, all the schools are either in Class 6 or Class 5 Region A. There was some realignment done before this 2021-2022 school year, and that came more affecting the likes of Class 5, where Region 5A was a much larger region, and it split into two separate regions, where now a lot of the schools around Tidewater, none of which are in Virginia Beach, moved to Region 5B. So you have some schools in Region 5B, like Maury, for example, from Norfolk, Menchville from the Peninsula and Newport News, which was previously a Class 4 school, Nansemond River out of Suffolk, Bethel and Kickingham out of Hampton in the Peninsula District on the other side of the water. So when you see across the way with our great camera shots from our cameraman today, Maurice Burnett, we'll shout him out when we have a chance. The game that's underway already with the Bayside Marlins and the Lansdowne Eagles. There's a couple of junior varsity games that will follow us here. But what I was getting at is there will be some form of representation for sure from the 757 area code in the state championship round for all of your sports, whether it be fall sports, winter sports, spring sports, even beyond your field hockey, your football, basketball come wintertime, baseball and softball come springtime. There will be a representative from the Hampton Roads area in the state championship round in the Class 5 ranks, which is very interesting to see. Now, Kellam is a Class 6 school, Princess Anne is a Class 5 school, but I know a lot of folks are looking forward to that as we get closer and closer to playoff time in all the sports, including field hockey for the fall calendar here in 2021-2022. All right. As you see the players taking the field now, the Kellam Knights in their black jerseys with the white numerals, while on the other side you have the Cavaliers wearing their traditional red and white with the red numbers and the white tops for them today. I want to thank our entire team from Nick Senti to Chuck Thornton, Maurice Burnett, as I mentioned, Jacob Sudow, and everyone here for helping us get set up today in Virginia Beach. Our broadcast presented by One Life Fitness, and you see Coach Morgan going over some instructions with Abby Williams, one of her key players. And the Cavaliers now getting set here as we are less than 60 seconds, we do believe, from this one commencing here on this first Tuesday of October 2021 in Virginia Beach. Back in goal for the Knights, you have Julia Gadsby. And Kellam's going to put this one into play here to get us underway. And they start with number 14, Ruby Hopkins, the senior. And we are in play here on this seasonably warm Tuesday late afternoon in Virginia Beach. That one's going to hop off the stick of Ashley Pappas Huddleston, number 12. Head out of play. Right there in front of Coach Wheeler now, as Princess Anne with the entry there. And we're going to be deflected as Madeline Allen had possession there for a moment, but a little back and forth battle won by Abby Williams. Dumps it over to a teammate and Ashley Pappas. Pappas with the far pass. Now running with it is Ellis Cannon. Inside, and that one just inside of the net, though, with Melina Magnano and trickling out of play. Kellam opened the season with back-to-back losses to Norfolk Academy and Great Bridge before notching consecutive wins over York and Maury. Since then, they've kind of alternated loss, win, win. And this will be a key victory for them today if they're able to knock off a Princess Anne team that comes in 9-1 and certainly among the better group of teams in Hampton Roads and across the Beach District now as the Knights work it from left to right in those black jerseys. Dump off to Pappas, who tries to get it over to her teammate and unable to connect there with a racing Abby Williams up the field. But now Princess Anne gets it past midfield here. Good stick work from Sydney Raguini, the freshman. Now the Cavaliers going to set something up there. That one's going to be picked off on the pass by Sarah Ellis. Knights have it with Abby Williams. And jumping in front of it to block it was Mallory Lamb. Mallory Lamb and Izzy Lamb, a couple of sisters for Princess Anne. Izzy wearing number 24, a 10th grader, while Mallory's a senior, jersey number 21 for her. Mallory is currently committed to play at Lynchburg next year. So a little sister-sister combination there for Princess Anne. That went out of the reach of Abby Williams for Kellam. As we are 2.5 minutes through this opening frame. See who can be the first to threaten here with a goal or even a penalty corner. As that one will be gathered in by Sydney Raguini, the 9th grader. Slices it between two Kellam defenders, and that one will go out of play just behind the net there. She was trying to slice it over to Madeline Allen. Maddie, second on the team in goals this year for PA with 10. Also, she has 4 assists, which is among the team leaders as well. Raguini has 10 assists, Erica Wu with 5, and Allen with 4 of those. Coach Wheeler very high on her team's chemistry and commitment level here in this early portion of the season. A full field hockey season, and that one almost able to go through here. As PA had a good look deep there, trying to squeeze it between Gatsby and in the net, but Allen unable to do so as Kellam will dodge a bullet there for a moment. We'll get it out from their own attacking third. That one knocked out. Cavaliers trying to get inside the circle here to put one on the board. Knights take it away with Caroline Porter, the University of Mary Washington commit. And now PA. That pass taken away by Lily Turner. And the Knights trying to move away from the double team there. And that time it got to Kellam with Raguini stepping in front. And now inside the 25. Loses the handle for a moment. And we're going to head back the other way. So about 1/3 through this opening frame. And as the Cavaliers try to get inside the circle again, we have a chance to tell you about one of our sponsors here today of this matchup, which you can watch not only live on beachsportsplex.com and also on our Virginia Beach Sportsplex YouTube channel, but you can watch it on demand later. So if something you happen to see, you want to see again, a key highlight, or you tell some friends and family, go back up there, beachsportsplex.com. It's available on demand as well, archived on our YouTube channel. But we're out here today on the turf, and AstroTurf, The AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity since 1965, and today AstroTurf continually improves its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic, sport-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. Go check them out, AstroTurf. Right there, Princess Anne with Sarah Ellis battling with Kellam's number 12, Ashley Pappas Huddleston. Good little feed inside, trying to get some give-and-go action working, perhaps. Cavaliers able to put one through the board, and that's going to be a goal scored. Nice job there. The combination of PA's number 2, Kylie Wheeler, and Mary Ruffin getting the Cavaliers on the board first here in this matchup. So Wheeler and Ruffin teaming up to help PA strike first here in this matchup, 1-0. Kylie Wheeler with 12 goals on the year coming in. Mary Ruffin with 3 goals, and that's a junior-senior combo. Ruffin number 11 and Wheeler number 2, the senior. And Princess Anne puts one on the board first. Battle's going to be won there by number 14 of PA, Sydney Reguini. Kellam now, number 26, Caroline Porter on the far side. That one will roll out of play. Just under 8 minutes to go in this opening quarter. PA with Izzy Lamb. Sarah Ellis also very active here in this opening quarter for the Cavaliers of PA, who will be back in action after today's game as they take on the Bayside Marlins in 2 days before a huge showdown with Cox, the defending 3-time state champs, coming up on October 14th as Kellam gets out from its own attacking third, but it's going to be taken away again by the quick reaction time of Sydney Reguini. We've called her name out a few different occasions here. Not your typical 9th grader. She's got an extra pep in her step, if you will. And right there, it's going to be denied there as you see the battle of Sarah Ellis and Caitlin Porter going at it here. Check that. That's actually number 19 for Kellam, Abby Williams. So the Knights will try to get it away from number 9 of PA, Nielsen Baxley, whose pass is intercepted and on the run now. Kellam with Melina Magnano, the Argentina native, on the run, and that one will dribble away, and we'll see Kellam shift some field position here in their favor, down by a goal. 6.5 minutes to go in this one here, in this opening quarter. Pass from Jenna Nealon to Ellie Ocheve. And now Abby Williams among the trio of defenders, really crowning the space of PA's Sarah Ellis. And now it's a battle between Baxley and Lily Turner. Baxley tries to get it up ahead to Ellis. And you see a very aggressive play here from Lily Turner, the sophomore, as the Cavaliers try to dig out from this side area, and they will end up smacking it across the way, and that one will roll out towards the Kellam coaching sideline with Nicole Morgan there, blocking it out of play with one of her feet. So we'll see the Knights try to get something brewing here, down by a goal. Long pass here as they work it back inside their own end, and now they get it past midfield. Really stretching out the defense here. And that one will roll out of play. And while we have another moment, let's tell you about another one of the sponsors here at the Regional Training Center. That's Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. They're not your typical mortgage company. They understand getting a mortgage can be stressful, but they're here to guide you every step of the way, dedicated to providing you an enjoyable journey from start to finish and lending peace of mind. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Getting close to tax time. We'll tell you about another one of our sponsors here with that. And we're getting near the end of this opening quarter. Princess Anne maybe thinking about another shutout this year, as they've got 7 on the season in 10 games. Only 3 teams to score on them: Ocean Lakes, First Colonial, First Colonial, Salem, and Kempsville. First Colonial scored 7 in the lone loss this year for the Cavaliers. The Sun Devils had won in a 3-1 victory for Princess Anne, and Hickory scored 3 on PA, but the Cavaliers took that one 5-3 in a game that I think we look back come playoff time, we'll have some implications on the postseason picture, as the Hawks are generally one of the better teams out of the Southeastern District in both of those schools in Region 5A. As the Knights now have it with Magnano, two defenders riding her closely, and she's able to get away for a moment. And I think draw our first penalty corner of the contest. I do believe we got our first penalty corner coming up here, as Kellam will get a chance to come up with the equalizer and knot this one at 1 apiece. So we do have that. We'll see how the Knights react to this here, with Pappas, the senior, going to Northeastern, putting it into play. Shot is scored by number 7, Melina Magnano, and she gets the goal to knot this one up at 1 apiece here. Great job there on the second feed. Magnano, right place, right time, her 11th goal of the season. So Kellam evens this one at 1 apiece, paying off with the penalty corner there, becoming just the 4th team to score on PA this year in 11 games, as they join that exclusive company of Hickory, First Colonial, and Salem. 3 of the 4 schools on that list, all from the beach here, as now Princess Anne will try to regroup from the Knights knotting that one up. And they could have certainly been up 2-0 here early on in this one. They had a chance, had a good look at it, but Gadsby was able to thwart that opportunity. Can't recall if that was Allen or Ellis that had a pretty good look at one there. Ooh, and you see a tackle there from number 11 for PA, Mary Ruffin, coming up strong to stop Abby Williams in her tracks. Under 2 minutes to go now in this first period. It's all squared up at 1 apiece. We got ourselves a pretty good battle. Nealon jumps up to get the ball, but it will roll out of play, far side. And again, on the field right next to this one, you've got across the way, as you see from our wide camera shot there, the Lansdowne Eagles and the Bayside Marlins squaring off today. In fact, they squared off just 2 Fridays ago in football. I believe Bayside won that one 16-0 in a shutout on the football field. So Eagles maybe trying to get some redemption, if you will, there on that front. Lansdowne came up short in a game we had about a week or 2 ago against Ocean Lakes here at the training center. And Bayside's produced some players over the years that you think of all the various sports, but in fact, we did our Big Ten coverage back in the late winter, early spring, earlier this year. And in fact, with Big Ten at the Beach, the goalkeeper, if memory serves me right, can't recall that name at the moment. I'm sure it'll come to me later when I'm not thinking about it. For Ohio State, played at Bayside High School. So a number of young ladies for all these schools throughout the beach getting an opportunity to play at the next level, whether it be at the Division I schools or even some schools Division II, Division III. Mary Washington coming to mind, as we mentioned, with Caroline Porter of Kellam, Lynchburg coming to mind for Mallory Lamb of Princess Anne. If you're looking for those two young ladies on your screen, Porter wearing number 26 for Kellam, and Mallory Lamb, number 21, one of the captains for Princess Anne. And certainly we saw some great talent out here last Thursday in our Cox First Colonial matchup with Emily Tamaro for FC, headed to Old Dominion University. We'll see where Finley Payne ends up going. She's just a junior. And Zella Bailey for Cox, headed to Ohio State. One of the many commits for Coach Taylor Roundtree's nationally ranked decorated squad, which is certainly going to be in pursuit of another championship to add to their Virginia High School League record later on this year. Certainly going to be in the mix for sure, as we will tick down to triple zeros, and that will be the end of the first quarter of play here at the Regional Training Center. Our broadcast presented by One Life Fitness. So we'll pause and you'll hear from One Life Fitness, among others, before we get you set for second quarter action. We're all deadlocked at one apiece between the Cavaliers of Princess Anne and the Knights of Kellam High here on BeachSportsplex.com.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
Back here at the Regional Training Center, our score 1-1. It's tied up between the Cavaliers of Princess Anne and the Knights of Kellam High. Matt Hatfield here with you on our broadcast. For those that can't be here in person, well, today's game, as well as many others involving Virginia Beach High Schools, available on our stream page on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex website. Go to beachsportsplex.com under streaming and click on the link. It's also up there on our YouTube channel. And the Virginia Beach Sportsplex would like to thank the many sponsors. You just saw CHKD Sports Medicine on our last commercial, as well as Chicho's Pizza, AstroTurf, Atlantic Bay Mortgage, Dairy Queen, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Shine Time, Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Why Not Italian, Zoop Eatery, and Vault Athletics. And you'll hear about many more of them later on here during our coverage here as we get you set for the second quarter in this matchup between the Knights of Kellam High and the Cavaliers from Princess Anne. PA coming in at 9-1 on the season. Looked like they were going to pretty much, in some ways, cruise to 10-1 as they missed on a goal, got that first goal, but Kellam quickly regrouped and knotted things up on a goal from Melina Magnano, countering that combination of Kylie Wheeler and Mary Ruffin, getting the Lady Cavs on the board. So we are underway now in the second quarter. Kellam and the Black Unis working from left to right, and they are in possession here first as they get it in the attacking third. Nifty pass there to Ashley Pappas in the center area, trying to get some good movement. Going to be chased down by Lily Turner, who swings it back into the circle. Nice feed and nearly a goal. Great looking shot, and that's going to be scored on the rebound. Credit it to number 7. That's going to be Melina Magnano with her second goal of the day and her 12th of the season as Kellam gets on the board. Was just getting ready to praise Emmy Pisterman, who had a great striking shot there, fired it in there, the sophomore. But even though PA was able to deny that with goalie Annabelle Fullwood on the first look, ended up being the Knights in position to rebound. You hear about it all the time in basketball. Get the offensive stickbacks, the second chance points. Well, second chance opportunity was there for the Knights to take a 2-1 lead here on Princess Anne. And if they can hold this lead or expand the advantage, it will definitely bode well for them in their hopes. Again, looking at the playoff picture here, the next couple of games after today for Kellam, you got Cox and Western Branch. Two matchups that will be certainly critical to their outlook in the playoffs here. So this one is a very big one for Coach Morgan and her Kellam squad, as that one will head out of play. And we'll see more about the resolve of this PA bunch, which has only suffered defeat once this year, back a week ago against FC 7-1. In fact, that was 8 days ago when the Patriots handed the Cavs their first loss of the season. Kellam now back again in PA territory, and then it's smacked out of play there. Feisty little play there by Sarah Ellis. She's been in the mix defensively as well as offensively here for PA, and that one, high archer, will head out of play. Just here in front of us where we are positioned. As that's Nielsen Baxley putting it into her teammate. Ooh, nearly able to stop it was Abby Williams there, but PA trying to get on the move here with Mary Ruffin. And that one squirts away from Sarah Ellis. But again, you see the Kellam defense coming in from all different angles here. It's Abby Williams making things difficult on PA, trying to get it past the midfield area and into Kellam territory. Once again, the Knights able to step up here. And they'll reverse things back and set up shop. Which gives us a chance to tell you about Zoop Eatery. Looking for something for lunch? Well, at Zoop, they've got customizable and individually packaged meals for you and your convenience. Choose from any of the wide variety of made-to-order sandwiches, fresh salads, soups, and it's all served with a hunk of bread as well as dessert. There's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. As we are a little more than 3 minutes through this second period, Kellam up 2-1 as they've erased that 1-0 deficit they had midway through the opening frame here. As the Knights on the far sideline able to double team PA, but PA gets it right back with Sydney Raguini, the freshman, who again coming in had 8 goals, 10 assists. You know, this is an experienced senior-laden bunch for PA, but a ninth grader that's got a lot of promise. And the same for Claire Holmes. And now we mentioned earlier we're going to tell you about Claire Holmes, the cousin to Kendall Hathaway, who had the time to run record for Princess Anne prior to Mallory Lamb breaking that this year, from what Coach Kristen Willard told us. As the Knights now in possession, trying to get it past midfield, and Raguini, a lot of high praise for her as she played in the Junior Olympics this summer. So staying well conditioned year round here for this PA program. Cavaliers trying to get past 2 defenders. It's going to be booted away. That was Abby Williams along with Ashley Pappas getting in the middle of that one. Another good job using the stick there from Ella Ochavi, but PA's got it right back with Mary Ruffin inside the circle now. Trying to get a good look, but not the right angle there for Ferran Levinsky of Princess Anne to get a real serious shot off on goalkeeper Julia Gadsby. As the Knights will push it out from their circle. Get it past the attacking 25 and now into PA territory where 2 defenders are able to quickly halt Kellam's Emmy Pisterman. Princess Anne doing a little bit better job now of recovery here and closing off some of those windows for the Knights to shoot through here. But the Knights with pretty good look there until that one rolls out. Melina Magnano has got both goals today. And now the second penalty corner opportunity of the afternoon for Kellam High, as Pappas will put this one into play. Looking for that trio in the middle there with 26, 16, and 7. We're talking about Caroline Porter, Ellis Cannon, and Melina Magnano, respectively. Let's see which one of those three gets it. It's going to be Porter. Passes it over to a teammate, who gets it on a second shot on the rebound there. Believe that was Pappas, who could not quite get a shot in the center of the goal area. That one will be right near the post and keep the score at 2-1. Great hustle from Abby Williams there as she chases down one of the PA players there and working along the sideline. PA keeping it in play. Mary Ruffin. Great balance and footwork there. And she slices it into the middle area, and that one will dribble away. So the Knights in transition have shown some improvement after that first 7 to 8 minutes where they were a little bit sluggish. And much sharper here in the second quarter. That one just goes through the legs there of Pappas. We'll be headed to the CAA in Northeastern next fall. Pappas able to intercept that shot by Sarah Ellis. Ellis back with it. Puts it over to a teammate now looking to skate through the Raguini. Now the Knights trying to get numbers working. But deflecting it was Raguini of PA. Long pass there as Kellam works it on the far side. Pretty good looking transition situation setting up for them, and that will change field position and be a favorable look for the Knights when they put this one into play on the far side there. You see some of the sun glare. Again, another warm day here with a light breeze in Virginia Beach. It was 84 degrees, I believe. I checked my phone weather app right before we got underway here. Don't think of it being near 90, which I believe the heat index had it at, right? We got started here in October. October playoff baseball beginning tonight in the major leagues with the Yankees and Red Sox. And we're sitting here in Virginia Beach where it is like a late summer day. We won't complain now because in a few weeks we'll be complaining about how cold it is, as it's playoff field hockey and playoff football and be in the teeth of all levels of football and some of those pro sports with professional hockey and professional basketball getting set to get underway as well. As the Cavaliers have it now, they get past two Kellam defenders. They're not now this time as the Knights take it right back with Lily Turner. Turner showing some speed there, coming right back. I tell you what, it looked like PA had some daylight, but the Knights brought a third defender, and Turner was the right one to bring there. As they've got it back with Caitlin Porter. She sees a double team, and the Cavaliers stop them thanks to Raguini. Right there at the 50. Nice slicing smack there from Kellam. And a whistle. We'll see a substitution here for Princess Anne as they will send on a new player. Looks like that's going to be number 10, Huyen Tran for PA, the junior midfielder. And they've got a couple of midfielders that have stepped up this year. We mentioned Mallory Lamb earlier, Mary Ruffin, part of that first goal they had. And I can't forget about Sarah Ellis, the sophomore with 5 goals coming into today's tilt. Under 5 minutes to go. It's still 2-1 in favor of Kellam. And while we have a moment here with PA resetting things, let's tell you about Vault Athletics and Fitness. It's Hampton Roads' newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. They specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, as well as small group training and specialty fitness classes. Go pay them a visit. Vault Athletics and Fitness. Cavaliers back on the move again as they pass the 50. Jenna Nealon trying to impede the progress there of the Cavaliers' number 4, Erica Wu, who goes by the nickname of Woozy. And we'll see, I think, a substitution now for Kellam. Looks like we're going to see number 26 check out. That is Caroline Porter, and I see Julia Richardson, junior forward, come on to play. Working right along the end line area. Knights, and hopping away from that for a moment. We see Nielsen Baxley. Inside, good look from Ellis. It's going to be blocked, though, for a moment. But on the hop, PA's got it again. So we saw Ella Ocheve with her stick getting in the way of PA. And now Melina Magnano trying to win that one from Erica Wu. Looks like Kellam will have possession here as they swing it over. Over to the other side now as Richardson has it. Just inside of PA territory. They'll swing it back out. Use some clock here. Over to Turner. It's going to be run down by Hopkins. Ruby hits it over to Caitlin Porter. She loses the handle of it, but continues to use her stick well in position defensively to keep Reguini from getting a race out. A little hot potato there with Nealon and Reguini. PA has it, but then Kellam comes back with it. Abby Williams hits it up ahead. Now the Knights on the move with Nealon. PA jumps in front defensively. Kind of some back and forth sway action here. This is a chance for PA to maybe get one on the board to even things up before the half here. They poked that one between the legs of Riley Casson. Now inside the circle, Kellam will knock it out. Exhale for a moment there as Jenna Nealon is able to hit it away with just under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Approaching intermission now. I believe they are at the break in our other matchup with the Bayside Marlins and the Lansdowne Eagles, in fact. Kellam now. Going along the opposite sideline here. Two defenders come over, and that could be trouble. It's taken away there with Mary Ruffin. Knights get it right back with Caitlin Porter. But again, working east-west, not getting a lot of great movement here as PA is looking to get something working here before the break. Kylie Wheeler from the wing area thought she had a good feed inside the middle there, but Kellam's able to halt them on that sequence. Long pass is going to be intercepted by Erica Wu. Nifty maneuver there. Two defenders, and you see the sticks get tangled up between Wu and I believe that's Magnano of Kellam, the Argentina product, who's having some sophomore year. If you were to do an all-sophomore team, I tell you what, she's making it. So is Sarah Ellis from PA, and I think one or two of those young ladies we saw last week for Cox would make that all-sophomore team in Virginia Beach. Some very talented 10th graders will certainly be watching for 2022 and 2023 before they end up walking the graduation stage as members of the class of 2024. Makes me feel old, I'll tell you that. As we've got Kellam now with Ashley Pappas. That one will head out of play, and we are just about at the end of this first half as seconds will tick down. 2-1. That'll do it for this first half of play. The Kellam Knights have overcome a 2-1 or 1-0 deficit with 2 goals from Melina Magnano. They lead it by a goal, so we will step aside during our halftime break. You'll hear from some of our sponsors, including our Game sponsor One Life Fitness, among others. And we'll be back with second half action right here on our Virginia Beach Sportsplex YouTube channel and on the web. Stay tuned, everyone.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
whenever,
wherever,
however.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of, with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
And we're back here getting ready for the third quarter to commence between the Kellam Knights leading the Princess Anne Cavaliers 2-1 here on our streaming channel on beachsportsplex.com. Again, tell everyone that you know if you've got a friend, a family member, or anybody that's interested in watching some of this field hockey action and they're not here in person or they want to go back and watch a highlight, see a team play. Maybe they're watching one team and they want to see the team they're playing coming up in a week or a couple days. Go to beachsportsplex.com under the streaming tab and click the link. Also up there on our YouTube channel as well. And our game presented today by One Life Fitness. The Knights were down 1-0 as the tandem of Kylie Wheeler came in with 12 goals on the year and Mary Ruffin Jr. combined for that first scoring play for Coach Kristen Wheeler's Princess Anne program. But the Knights, right before the end of the first quarter, got on the board thanks to Melina Magnano. She's been the catalyst for them so far today. In addition to Melina, they've gotten some key contributions from Ashley Pappas Huddleston, who's headed to Northeastern, Caroline Porter, who's going to University of Mary Washington, and Lily Turner has been very active defensively, a sophomore who entered with 7 goals, and Magnano tacked on a second goal during the second period as the Knights lead this one 2-1 as we are underway here in the third quarter. Kellam in the black jerseys, if you're just tuning in now, in the white numerals with the black socks as well. Princess Anne in the white tops, white shorts, white socks with the red numerals with some blue trim as well. Red, white, and blue, kind of an American flavor there for PA. You know, we've got some unique international flavor that we'll tell you about here in a moment. We mentioned Noah Nederveld for Kellam, who's from the Netherlands, a sophomore, and Melina Magnano, a product of Argentina, the 10th grader leading Kellam this year with 12 goals, also a couple of assists. But Princess Anne's got a young lady in Ilkum Sarsamaz, a sophomore, hope I didn't butcher that, who went to Turkey in August to assist with the humanitarian efforts during the forest fires. I know Coach Wheeler very proud of her and her work outside of even field hockey, just in terms of the community and for her native there, Turkey there. Nice to see Ilkum Sarsamaz doing that, helping with the humanitarian efforts. So Kellam in the black jerseys, trying to preserve this 2-1 lead against a Princess Anne team that has been certainly on fire to begin this year. Opened up 8-0 before a 7-1 loss to First Colonial back on September 28th, and then regrouped with a 3-0 shutout of Ocean Lakes last week as the Cavaliers put that one into play with Izzy Lamb. But the Knights will work it from right to left on your screen here. That one's going to be taken away. Good step in front by Kylie Wheeler to come up with that defensive stop. And now the Knights trying to counter attack here. Up ahead to Lily Turner on the move. Racing into the attacking third of Princess Anne. Gets stopped for a moment, and that one will dribble away and sail out of play. And we'll see what Princess Anne can do here to respond. And we'll see Coach Morgan getting ready to insert a new player into the lineup here. I believe that's going to be Caitlin Porter, number 10 here in our next exchange. Knight with the short corner area pass there, and they get it back into the middle of the defense inside the circle. And that one will head out of play as they had it to Amy Pisterman, who, if you're just joining us now, towards the end of the second period, she had a real laser of a shot, and it was stopped by Annabelle Fullwood of PA. But on the rebound, Magnano was right there to put one on the board and break the 1-1 tie. Knights trying to get something working there with Nederveld, but it's going to be poked away by Raguini. Again, only a freshman is Sydney. 8 goals, 10 assists, among the team leaders in points on the year coming into today. And certainly with those numbers would stack up with some of the best in the beach. And there's certainly some very accomplished players, as we mentioned earlier, from Cox High School, Zella Bailey last week here, Finley Payne and Emily Tomorrow from First Colonial. And we see some other young ladies come through here across the district that have made their presence felt and had some excellent production here. Now Kellam trying to get another chance here, penalty corner, or perhaps even a goal, as they had a pretty decent look at it with Lily Turner, and then Princess Anne's able to stop them in pursuit. Knights, though, right there at midfield, intercepting it again, as their defense has shown great recovery here. Long pass over to Netterveld. That is Nealon now. Inside, Pisterman. Ooh, and we see have to come far out of goal. That's a dangerous situation there for Princess Anne, as Fullwood came a good 8 to 10 feet outside of the net. And had Kellam been able to get real solid grip on that, they could have just sent one through without any trouble. Knights trying to threaten again here. And losing her footing is Turner. And I think we're going to see not a card here, but we're going to have rather PA. Punched that one all the way down the field there with Madeline Allen. Knights, good pass, and on the race now, it's Pisterman. He's got pretty good room to operate with. And that pass just intercepted. Nobody really in sight to get the feed. Allen finds Wheeler. Wheeler's long pass out of the reach of a racing teammate. Can't quite tell who that is with the sun glare, fortunately, but we'll see what Kellam will do here on this reset situation. Just under 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this third quarter. And while we have a moment, I want to shout out another one of our sponsors. That is Chicho's Pizza. They've been a beach institution since 1968, well before I was born, and probably well before many of our viewers were born. And Chicho's has been serving the best pie around for more than 50 years, from the single phoning location to now 8 different locations around the Hampton Roads area. Stop in or order online to find out why they're a favorite all across Tidewater. Chicho's, more than pizza. As we've got Kellam. Oh, we see number 21 for the Cavaliers, Mallory Lamb, closely guarding the attacking Knights player, but Princess Anne still got some work to do here to get in position to square this one up at 2 apiece here. Looking for that equalizer as Izzy Lamb passes it up ahead. It's going to be brought in by Sarah Ellis. And now she's going to try to chase it before it rolls out of play. And just along the end line, she's able to get to it. Stuck in that corner, she digs out of it. And now Kellam getting in the middle of it, trying to halt them with a couple of different players in the middle of that sequence. One of which was, I believe that's number 20, if I'm seeing that right. We'll get some verification here in a moment as she actually runs this direction. Check that, that's number 25, Riley Casson, senior. Couldn't be number 20 because there's no number 20 on my roster, so. All right, right in front of us now, number 26, Caroline Porter. Feeds it along the sideline. And you see really closely defending her, Farron Levinsky, one of 6 seniors on this PA roster. Battling with it, you've got the Knights' number 19, Abby Williams, as well as number 4, Erica Wu for Princess Anne. Wu has it. Who has it? Wu has it. And she'll try to feed it over, but that's just out of the reach of her teammate, Izzy Lamb. So Magnano will insert this, or actually she'll let her teammate Emily Wright put this one into play here. And trying to give it to Magnano on a different form of that give and go. It has worked well for them. Kellam now working it past two defenders, but only for a brief moment before it's taken away from Jenna Nealon. Just over 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Guarini lost it. Now Caroline Porter hits it over to a teammate, Emily Wright. And now PA with Zoe Barbie. That's Ashley Pappas. Over to Caitlin Porter. Madeline Allen. And that one will roll out of play with 4.5 minutes to go in this third period. Whether your child's competing as part of a football team, field hockey squad, likes to ride a bike, the multidisciplinary team at the CHKD Sports Medicine program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric and college athletes. CHKD Sports Medicine, proud to support events here at the Sportsplex and Regional Training Center, and we thank them. Children's Hospital of Kings Daughters, so invaluable to what we've got going on out here at the training center, as Princess Anne will go chase that one down, and the clock continues to burn, which is advantage Kellam with this 2-1 lead here. And Princess Anne still looking for its first penalty corner of the afternoon. Hard to believe for a team that came in averaging over 5 goals a game. Now granted, they had 11 against Oscar Smith and 10 against Granby back at the end of August, early September. They just got off to a blistering start in their first 5 games of the season. Princess Anne had outscored its opponents pretty much 40-0 and just dominated the likes of Deep Creek, Granby, Oscar Smith, Norfolk Collegiate, and Woodside. Then the schedule got a little bit tougher with Hickory, Kempsville, Salem, First Colonial, who handed them their first and only loss to date, as well as Ocean Lakes, who they just blanked 3-0. And it's going to continue to be testing them as they've got Cox on the schedule coming up in 9 days on October the 14th. That's a week from this Thursday. Today they got off to a pretty solid start. Could have been up 2-0. Instead, just 1-0. And sometimes when you miss an opportunity to get that second goal, or in that case, get that first one, you had to wait to get that first goal. Kept Kellam around in the game, and the Knights have pretty much been in much better control here. With a 1-goal lead now, the Knights trying to use this as a springboard for a strong second half of their regular season. They had those consecutive losses to Norfolk Academy and Great Bridge, 2 area powers that have championship pedigree and history. But this would be a 3rd consecutive win. Follow up 5-1, a 5-1 win over Ocean Lakes and a 7-0 shutout of Bayside, which occurred last Thursday. PA with Raguini. She's got it over there. Feeds it over to a teammate. And that one's going to be deflected. Trying to squeeze it in there to Kylie Wheeler, one of the top playmakers for this PA squad. Cavaliers with one of their few looks inside the attacking third of Kellam this afternoon, but the Knights now running back the other way, and they try to get it past Izzy Lamb, and they do here with Madalena Magnano. She's racing ahead with a full head of steam, and then 2 defenders able to get away from her, but she's got a side angle there, and she's going to smack it, and it's going to basically caroom off the side of the netting and out of play. But Molina has been certainly a real spark plug for this Kellam comeback to be up 2-1 after trailing by a goal in the first quarter. And that went out of play, and it's a little bit off in their timing on some of these feeds have the Cavaliers been. And I see across the way a penalty corner in the other matchup between Lansdowne and Bayside. If we get a score on that one, we'll try to pass it along here before we sign off today. Under 20 seconds to go now in this third quarter, with Kellam clinging to a 2-1 advantage. And that horn will sound the end of the third period, with our score still 2-1 in favor of the Knights. No goals, no penalty corners, no penalty strokes. A lot of back and forth play, but probably favoring the team that's in the lead right now, 2-1. Although Princess Anne is far from out of this one. They can get 1 goal and change things around in the blink of an eye. We'll come back with the fourth quarter and conclusion of our Tuesday afternoon tilt from the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach after some words from some of our sponsors here on BeachSportsplex.com.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
All right, we're back here at the Regional Training Center. Our score, Kellam leading Princess Anne 2-1. Matt Hatfield here with you. And again, thanks to all of our sponsors here for the athletic events here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex and Regional Training Center. And they include the likes of One Life Fitness, our presenting sponsor for today, as well as Vault Athletics, Why Not Italian Soup Eatery, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Chicho's Pizza, Dairy Queen, CHKD Sports Medicine, AstroTurf, and Atlantic Bay Mortgage as the Knights try to hang on here and finish it up to get themselves to 5-3 on the season. Princess Anne trying to rally and either force an overtime or take this one in regulation if they can even pull that out to move to 10-1 on the year. Got off to an 8-0 record start this year, then had that setback against First Colonial, did respond with a win over Ocean Lakes, and now trailing after getting the first goal on the board today. But Molina Magnano, the standout for Kellam, with a couple of goals today. To see a battle there between the Knights' Caroline Porter and PA's Kylie Wheeler. And now Princess Anne trying to get it back in deep to Kellam territory, as that one will be corralled in by Riley Casson. Knights looking to dig away from 3 Lady Cavs, and looks like more and more pressure is applying here. We're seeing not just a second defender, but a third one coming in the direction of Kellam players. If they can break that and get in transition, that can put Kellam in position to add to this lead, or certainly draw a penalty corner here in transition. As you see the Knights lose the handle, that one along the sideline. Princess Anne trying to work it back up the field. But Kellam doing a good job of checking them in terms of angles. There's Pappas. That's going to be Lily Turner now. Inside the 30. Picked off there as PA has it with, looks like that is, thought that was Kylie Wheeler for a moment, but it might not have been. A really sunny, warm day here in Virginia Beach. It's a little past 5 o'clock Eastern time, 82 degrees out here. Chance of some rain later on in the week around Saturday and Sunday, I'm seeing, but still temperatures in the 80s through the next couple of days. Even into Monday, it's a high of 81 expected here, as Kellam will put that one in and get it to, as we almost have a collision there between Magnano and Mallory Lamb. Now along the sideline, nearest to us. Oh, good work here. Ellis Cannon. Really good concentration. Really focused, determined drive from her. Good to see fans back out here at the training center this time. A year ago, we didn't have field hockey in the fall. It got moved to the spring with abbreviated seasons for the Virginia High School League, which was not just for sports such as field hockey, but all of the sports, whether it was a fall sport like football, a winter sport like basketball, or spring sports such as baseball or softball, but now full regular seasons and complete rounds of the postseason as well. They had to minimize the rounds of the postseason for sports such as field hockey and football and basketball and you name them during the 2021 school year. But now back to some normalcy to a large extent here, as Princess Anne is able to wrestle that one away from Lily Turner with number 14, Sydney Raguini. Can Raguini, the 9th grader, come up with a huge answer to knot this one up at 2 apiece? Lily Turner saying, not so fast, my friend. I don't think so. She takes it back. Kellam, though, every time PA gets some movement, they are able to recover well and cut off some of these pathways to get on a break. Nearly 5 minutes gone by in our final quarter. Kellam up 2-1 now. Knights with Caroline Porter's pass is going to be intercepted, as you see Sydney Raguini coming up with it again, and now PA on the move with Madeline Allen. Can she get someone connected there, as you see 3-4 black shirts in the way of trying to thread the needle with that pass? And we see an applaud there from Coach Wheeler, because that's going to be the first penalty corner of the contest for Princess Anne. We've only had 2 prior to that, and it's rare to see this few amount of penalty corners, because we watched Kellam before get a number of them in a matchup against, I believe, Ocean Lakes. We've seen Cox, First Colonial, get dozens of them. And that'll be number 21, Mallory Lamb, the Lynchburg commit, putting this one into play here. Let's see who she can find. It's going to be 14. Inside her shot is blocked away. Reguini. Kellam able to dodge that one with Ruby Hopkins. One of the players coming up with it out of that little scrum, if you will. On the far side, they'll just slide it back out of harm's way, they hope. As you see, goalkeeper Julia Gadsby was signaling over to Riley Cass and something. Not sure if she caught that. It's going to be Reguini. Long pass, though. It's going to be brought in by Cannon, who finds it. Two white shirts sandwiching in Julia Richardson. And that one will head out of play. Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's a place where you can eat better, feel better, and they're bursting with fresh flavors. They offer grab-and-go catering, boxed lunches. Tropical Smoothie Cafe is located on Princess Anne Road, right across the street from Tidewater Community College. Go check them out today. Great day to get yourself a smoothie. Why not? Under 8 minutes to go as we tick down here in this final period of play between the Kellam Knights and the Princess Anne Cavaliers. Cavs down by 1. That pass is going to be blocked, but it's going to be picked back up on the ricochet, if you will, by Kylie Wheeler. Now Jenna Nealon trying to win it back. Knights on the move. So they get it past midfield, up the field to Magnano. One defender to beat. Pulls it inside and then loses the handle, and coming back in transition. A great job by Mallory Lamb to get in her way. And trying to bring it in there along the sideline, Sarah Ellis for PA. But this is where Kellam wants to keep the ball on this side of the field here and just milk that clock down. Tick it under 7 minutes to go and not allow Princess Anne many chances to run back on the other side here, trailing by a goal. Lady Cavs bring the double team, but scooting away from it. It's a good job by number 19, Abby Williams. And we'll seal out of play. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. They're the best, thanks to you, John's Tax Service. Knights now on the move with Ellis Cannon, and that one will hop out just behind the net, where PA goalkeeper Annabelle Fullwood is wanting to see her team push this the other way here, trailing by 1. Looks like the Bayside and Lansetown game, just adjacent to us, has finished up. Bayside will be in action in 2 days against this Princess Anne squad. The question will be, are the Cavaliers going to be 10-1 overall or 9-2? And certainly Princess Anne looking to build its resume here for the Region 5A playoffs come November. In Kellam's case, not many teams in Class 6 Region A they have to deal with from the Beach District. Ocean Lakes is one of them, which they've beaten head-to-head. And they've yet to go head-to-head with Lansetown, who's also in Region 6A. Squeezing that one through. PA, chance to threaten here. That's Mary Ruffin. And you just see a trio of Kellam defenders just putting their sticks down in front of the ball to keep her from finding any teammate. Basically gluing it there to the turf with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation play. PA, though, operating quickly here. Richardson boots it away, and that one's going to be smacked out by Ellis Cannon. Pretty alert play from her. Cavaliers slide it over with Izzy Lamb. And then losing it for a moment is Farron Levinsky. So the Knights will look to swing things back over to the other side of the field with under 5 minutes to play. Kellam up 2-1 here If they can hold on, they'll improve their record to 5-3 overall on the season. Looks like they had Emily Wright, and then she's able to get it. Race past midfield. It's going to be intercepted right there by number 21, Mallory Lamb. It's Levinsky. Over to Erica Wu. Right at the midfield line. It's going to be number 14, Ruby Hopkins. Hopkins finding Ochave. And that one is deflected out of play. We see some instructions from Nicole Morgan. Kellam basically trying to play keep away these last 3 minutes and change with Riley Casson. And that one rolls out. Princess Anne with just one penalty corner today. Did not have one in any of the first 2 quarters. Even in building that 1-0 lead before the Knights tied it up late in the first period. Kellam went ahead 2-1 on a second goal from Melina Magnano, the sophomore and Argentina native, in the second quarter to take that 1-goal lead into halftime. No scoring in the third period, and now the Knights trying to hold on here and maybe even tack on an insurance goal to give them some breathing room. Chance to get a look at it with Pisterman, and they pull it back out. PA with Sarah Ellis. And that one will sail out of play right there and hit the fence. Just under 3 minutes to go. Kellam looking to slowly work their way into the circle. Princess Anne going to be a little more anxious here. And a sense of urgency, down by a goal. And nobody's going to get to that one, as that one will sail out of play to the far side. Looking for something for dinner tonight? Try Why Not Italian. They're celebrating over 28 years in Hampton Roads. Their commitment to excellent ingredients, traditional recipes, and treating their customers like family has allowed them to serve delicious food to the community of Hampton Roads since 1993. You can dine in with them at any one of 7 locations, including the newest Why Not spot located at Haygood on Independence Boulevard. What's for dinner tonight? You know, it's Why Not Italian. As the Princess Anne Cavaliers shove this one by a goal here, trying to get something working with Sarah Ellis, but again, once more we see Lily Turner. If you want to give an X factor or a shout out to somebody besides Magnano, who's been arguably a player of the game candidate or the top pick for that with 2 goals, Turner would be one you'd certainly think of as well, as those 2 sophomores have been very instrumental in Kellam gaining a 2-1 advantage here with just under now a minute and a half, under 90 seconds to go in this one. PA having to work fast and losing her footing, though, is going to be Reguini. Knights trying to take advantage with Magnano. Can she get the hat trick? It's possible. She scoots by one defender and then takes a spill. But that's not a bad thing because clock keeps a ticking here. And it's down at their end, and Princess Anne is trailing. So if you're a Kellam fan, you like seeing this here. Just use your opportunity here and not let Princess Anne get any kind of run out with a penalty corner. Their third of the game, as Lily Turner will casually walk over to put this one here. Referee looking at his watch. I don't know if they're going to maybe reset. He can't, unfortunately, do not have an angle of the clock here in a moment. He might be signaling something to the timekeeper. We're going to pause ours, which we're going to rough estimate. It's probably at about 45 to 50 seconds. So bear with us when we get another camera angle from our man Maurice Burnett here towards the other end of the field. We might be able to tell you. But here's the penalty corner, more importantly here. And looks like we're going to redo that one. So as we do, we'll see another Kellam individual come in to put it into play. Well, it looks like it's going to be a... Looks like we're going to have rather a penalty stroke, I think. Is what the official's signaling over. We'll see what Head official Terry Sawyer says. I think we're going to get. All right, so. And we do have a final to get passed along. Bayside has defeated Lancetown 5-0. So here's the corner, rather. And it's going to be sliced in there off the mark from Caroline Porter. And not necessarily a bad thing if you're Kellam, but PA has to race up here as fast as they can. But that horn is sounded, and it's not going to work out for them as they come up short today. 2-1 to drop to 9-2, but a very big win for the Kellam Knights to improve their record to 5-3 on the campaign as they get the W by a count of 2-1. So Kellam helping their postseason outlook. The Knights victorious today, 2-1 over Princess Anne. In another game, Bayside shutting out Lancetown 5-0 here at the Regional Training Center. I want to thank our whole team from Nick and Chuck and Jacob and Maurice. I'm Matt Hatfield. That's going to do it here from the Regional Training Center for our varsity matchup. The Kellam Knights a winner today over Princess Anne, 2-1. And once more, we want to thank all of our sponsors, including One Life Fitness, AstroTurf, Atlantic Bay Mortgage, CHKD Sports Medicine, Dairy Queen, Chicho's Pizza, John's Tax Service, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Zoop Eatery, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, White Non Italian, and Vault Athletics. Once again, you can always tell people to check out the games. Go to beachsportsplex.com under streaming and click on the link. So we're going to sign off for now, but stick around. More field hockey action is going to come your way from Virginia Beach here on beachsportsplex.com.
I'm 99% certain that it's, you know what? I might have to pull it up on my phone. replacement here. Keep it booked. There you go. That's all yours. Why is he your replacement? Why aren't you his warm-up at? Ooh. That's all right. That's a good point, though. Yeah. Exactly. Well, it's birthday, so we're getting after states. Oh, that weekend between states and Thanksgiving. They had us do a virtual drill yesterday and today where even though the kids are sitting in the classroom, we have conducted the class through Zoom with the kids in the room. So like, okay. They think it was like, let's take us home. Yep. Yeah, because they actually gave us an assessment. Yeah, I found out I have the I'm their coach. I have to go back to get out and get it. Because we figured it out. I raised two daughters, and I raised them to very high standards.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob Zidow. Welcome to the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. Coming up, we have Game 3 on Field 1 between the JV teams of Kellam High School and Princess Anne High School. Earlier today, we had the varsity game between Kellam and Princess Anne. Kellam ended up winning 2-1 in a very close matchup. And on the field 2, we had Bayside playing Lansdowne. Bayside ended up beating Lansdowne 5-0. This game will begin very shortly. Until then, I would like to give a special shout out to the official following sponsors of the Virginia Beach Sportsplex: AstroTurf, Atlantic Bay, CHKD Sports Medicine, Chicho's Pizza, Dairy Queen, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness,
Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Vault Athletics, Why Not Italian, and Zoop Eatery. And just let y'all know, today's games are presented by One Life Fitness. And we'll be right back with you when the game begins. Until now, please enjoy the teams warming up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. This is the JV game between the Kellam Knights and Princess Anne Cavaliers. If you were with us just moments ago, we saw the coin toss between the captains and with their captains and referees, and we are off. Kellam looks to have the ball first. If you did not join us for the first game today, but are now with us, we had the varsity game between Kellam and Princess Anne. Kellam won a very close matchup, 2-1. And on field 2, we had Bayside and Lansdowne, and Bayside ended up winning that game 5-0. As you will see on our screen when it turns toward the middle of the field, we do have the other game going on field 2, which is a JV matchup between Bayside and maybe Kempsville. Not positive on that, but I will let you know when I find out. It is a beautiful day here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. 80 degrees, been sunny all day, and we look for a good matchup to happen right in front of us. Would just like to let everybody know, this is only my second time doing a broadcast for field hockey, but I still don't know much about field hockey. So if I get a term wrong, I am very sorry, and I look to do better. As we see here, Kellam JV is spreading out the field very nicely, making their way almost to the goal. Ball is hit out by Princess Anne, yes, and gotten away from the circle. While we have some time here, I would like to thank AstroTurf. Since 1965, the AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity. Today, AstroTurf continually improves its system designed to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic, sport-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. AstroTurf. For Kellam JV, we have Caitlin Hayden, Emerson Luvero, Savannah Gilligan, Katie Monson, Paige McCaskill, Gabrielle Thompson, Anna Olverbit, Gracie Cooper Skolnick, Samantha Nayhold, Layla Zani, and they are coached by Manana Parker. As you can see, I believe I missed a goal. I am not 100% sure at this moment. Seems to be that Kellam did score. I will let y'all know if I get official proof of that. Till then, we will play on. Number 38 for Kellam here, looking to find or pass it to her teammate. Find her way around defenders. Got it taken away though by number 2, Princess Anne.
There you go, go fast. Go fast. Somebody get it.
She looks to dribble the ball into the circle, number 21 of Kellam. Had her teammate wide open, but unfortunately missed her. Defender looked to get the ball away and pass it out, but she didn't pass it out far enough. As Kellam takes the ball back and almost gets it in there. Oh, here we go. Oh, so close. They still got possession though, got a good chance here. Blocked again. Really great chance there for Kellam, unfortunately missed. As PA looks to drive down the field and tie this game up. Now just joining us, we are still in the first quarter of this game. And this is the JV game between the Knights and the Cavaliers. Princess Anne looks to take over possession. Hits it out of bounds, which looks like Kellam will have the reset here. Almost near the Princess Anne circle. Looking to find her way into the circle, number 26 of Kellam. Driven in there by Kellam. So close to getting it to her teammate, but pushes a little too far outside. And it looks to roll out of bounds, which will lead to a Princess Anne reset. Princess Anne looking to see what they're going to do here, but it looks like they turned it over to Kellam. So Kellam will get a chance to see what they can come up with here and maybe even make it a 2-0 game in the first quarter. Number 39 for Kellam doing a really nice job here, making it around her defenders and getting it into the circle to her teammate, who looks to have a very good shot, but it looks like a penalty was called, and it looks like we will be having a corner shot for Kellam coming up in just a moment. Corner shot hit in, but hit out of play by number 39 of Kellam, which I do not have a name of, but if I ever get it, I will let y'all know. Sun has started to go down here at the Sportsplex, which has made it a very beautiful evening for some field hockey. Say it's about 75 to 80 degrees outside here, and it has been really nice, so make sure you come out and support. If you can't though, just remember all games this season will be streamed live on our website for VBHS Field Hockey. All you have to do is go to beachsportsplex.com, click under streaming, and then click on the link below. Ain't that neat? Well, we have a little break here. We'd like to thank Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. They're lending peace of mind. They're not your typical mortgage company. They understand getting a mortgage can be very stressful, but they're here to help you and guide you every step of the way. They're dedicated to providing you an enjoyable journey from start to finish. Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Princess Anne looked to move the ball onto the Kellam side of the field. Princess Anne still putting up a very good fight so far, only down by 1. Kellam looks to space out the field and hopefully get it back on to the side that they want it to be on. Which looks like number 28 will do just that by dribbling it over the half line. While we get ready for this reset, the Virginia Beach Sportsplex would also like to thank Vault Athletics and Fitness. The Vault Fitness facility in Hampton Roads' newest 13,000 square feet facility is located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. They specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes. Thank you, Vault Athletics and Fitness, for your contribution to our community. Also, if you're looking for dinner tonight, Why Not Italian is celebrating over 28 years in Hampton Roads. Their commitment to excellent ingredients, traditional recipes, and treating their customers like family is what has allowed them to serve delicious food to our community since 1993. Dine in with them at any of their 7 locations, including their newest Haygood location on Independence Boulevard. What's for dinner tonight? Why Not Italian? If you know what I mean, they got some really good food over there, so be sure to check them out and stop in and say hello. Tell them that Virginia Beach Sportsplex sent you. Also like to thank One Life Fitness for being the official sponsor of today's games. The Virginia Beach Sportsplex could not do what they do without our sponsors. Have a very good game going on right here, right now, as Kellam is pushing toward the goal, and I think there's 21 is swerving her way really good around her opponents and looks to get a shot in, but it is kicked out by the goalie of Princess Anne. Which it looks like Princess Anne, if they could have kept the ball there, would have tried to go on a fast break. But that fast break attempt ended before it started. As you see, Kellam now has possession again. Kellam looks to be doing very well spreading out the field, finding a relatively easy way around their opponents, getting it in the circle very nicely. But it is blocked again. This goalie's just something else. Very good today. Wow. Say she had very good technique on that and made sure that she wasn't going to give up another goal. So good for her. Believe that is Tammy Lloyd, 00. Kellam now looks to have another corner shot, their second of the game, still in the first quarter. Looks to shoot it in to her teammate, number 30, who is dribbling around and passing it off to her teammates, who looks to shoot it to the other side of the goal, and so close to hitting it in, but unfortunately number 8 of Kellam hits it out of bounds behind the goalie, which will result in a long shot coming up for Princess Anne. Well, we have another break. We'd like to thank Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Eat better, feel better. They're bursting with fresh flavors. They offer grab and go catering and box lunches. Tropical Smoothie Cafe on Princess Anne Road, right across the street from TCC. Be sure to stop in today. If you come out to any of our future games, make sure to come over to the speaker on the table across from the bathrooms and grab yourself some coupons. As you'll find me, Jacob, that I'll hand them out. I got some free Mooyah fries, buy one get one Blizzard from Dairy Queen. Got $1 off Tropical Smoothie Cafe, a free sign drink from Jimmy John's with the purchase of a sub. So be sure and grab some coupons when you come. But if you can't make it out, just remember, all games this season, as well as many other field hockey games, are being streamed live on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex website. All you have to do is go to beatsportsplex.com, click the streaming tab, and then click on the link below. If you weren't with us earlier, we had the varsity game between the Kellam Knights and Princess Anne Cavaliers. Kellam ended up winning the game at a score of 2-1. Very close battle. Both teams fought very hard, but Kellam's goal in the second half turned out to be the deciding factor. On field 2, we also had Bayside and Lansdowne. For the varsity earlier today, Bayside ended up winning 5-0. The Kellam varsity team did a very good job today in making their way up the rankings and looking to make a push for the playoffs. That, I believe, start in the next month or so. So be sure to tune in then also, as you will catch those games live right here on the Beach Sportsplex website. Most of the game has resulted in Kellam having the ball inside the circle if you're not just joining us. They've had a relatively easy time getting their way down there, and it looks like that will be the end of the first quarter here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex in Game 3 between JV Kellam and JV Princess Anne. We will be right back with a couple commercials, and we will see you right back here once the second quarter begins.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob Zedell. We are about to begin the second quarter of game number 3 on the day from the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. We have the JV teams of Kellam and Princess Anne. Kellam off to an early start here, having a 1-0 lead. Throughout the first quarter, Kellam had a relatively easy time getting into the circle. Had about, I would say, 5 or 6 attempts to score. Had some very close calls, but the goalie standed tall for Princess Anne and ended up only giving up 1. Possession has definitely been in the favor of Kellam so far, as they've had a very easy time finding their way around the defenders. Have had some very good passes so far, and have been moving very well. To let everybody know, if you're now just joining us, this is only my second time streaming a field hockey game, but I don't know much about field hockey though, so if I pronounce a term wrong or get a name wrong or something, I am very sorry. You can always leave a comment under the link if you want. I believe so. If you'd like to correct something, I am more than happy to hear what y'all have to say, so be sure to say hi. You see, we got some soccer in the background here at the Sportsplex. Just got some little kid practices going on as they train on the road to glory one day for Rush and many other of our sponsors. Looks like Kellam is going to have their third corner shot of the day coming up. Passed in to her teammate and shot back to her. Almost had a good look, but couldn't get control of the ball. Had to pass it out, and now we get back to what we're used to doing. Running our way around and finding our way into the circle. Which, if you ask me, seems like it is the main objective of this sport. And a shot on the goal. Doesn't look like it went in though, as I haven't seen the ball yet. There it is. It didn't go in. Looks like we're going to have another corner for Kellam, 4th of the day. Only in the second quarter. Broadcasted my first game last week, and I don't think I saw many corners at all, so something new. Get to watch here, as last week's game for me ended in a 0-0 tie, even after overtime, so getting to see somebody score here is very refreshing. So thank you to both teams today for putting on a good game. Be another penalty called, which will give the ball back to Kellam. I'd like to give a shout out to my man Maurice, who was working the camera for us today. And it looks to be a goal from Kellam. When I find out who shot that, I will let you know, but she ran out of the camera screen before I could figure it out. But that will make it 2-0 in favor of Kellam High School. The ball looks to be reset here at the half line. While we have this break, though, I'd like to thank Zoop Eatery. At Zoop Eatery, you can build the perfect box lunch, a customizable and individually packaged meal for your convenience. Choose from any of their wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches. They're all served with a hunk of bread and dessert. There's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. Be sure to stop in and check them out today. Also like to thank One Life Fitness for being the official sponsor of today's game. Well, we have another break while Princess Anne resets it. I'd like to thank Chicho's Pizza, a Beats institution since 1968. Chicho's Pizza has been serving the best pie around for over 50 years. From the single founding location to now 8 locations around the area, stop in or order online to find out why they are a hit the road's favorite, Chicho's, more than pizza. Interesting enough, I used to work at Chicho's. Had a very fun time in high school. Getting to hear some of the great music they put on over the weekend, live music they put on over the weekend. So, and go enjoy some food. Home got a special type of sauce they put on the pizza, so if you'd like to try something new, try Chicho's. Looks to be the best break for Princess Anne so far, as it is the first time the ball has gone into the circle for him. Kellam looks to stop them though before they get an attempt on a shot, and they kick it back out. Then it goes out of bounds once again, which looks to be a reset for Kellam coming up here very shortly. Looks like she passed it out of bounds though, and resetting it again. Looking for a long shot coming up here. Passed all the way down to the other side of the field. Giving off to her teammate number 8, Caitlin Hayden. Caitlin makes a good pass to her teammate all the way into the circle for number 21 of Katie Manson, who looks to find a way around her defender and push it in closer to the goal for one of her teammates to hopefully hit in. Fortunately, though, it is hit out by Princess Anne. Good defense put up there for them as they're trying to find a way to get the ball back in their possession and hopefully drive down the field to make the score a little closer. For now, though, it looks like Kellam is still going to be having the ball go in their favor, as the ball rolls through and behind number 28 of Paige Maskill for Kellam. She looks to find a way out of her corner, pass it off to her teammate number 21, Katie again, who looks to shoot it into number 8. Can she hit her another goal? And no, another goal! It looked to be reflected off the pole and then hit in by number 37, Layla Zani. Good job, Layla. We'll make it a 3-0 game here in the second quarter at the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. If you were with us earlier, we had the varsity game here on the same field that started at 4 o'clock between Kellam and Princess Anne. Kellam looked to fight tough and come away with a victory of 2-0. Good job, varsity Kellam. If you can't make it out Thursday, though, for the 4 o'clock and JV games afterwards, we will be streaming them right here once again on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex website. All you have to do is go to beachsportsplex.com, click the streaming tab, and then click on the link below. While we look for them to reset, we would also like to thank CHKD Sports Medicine. Whether your child is competing as part of a football team, likes to ride a bike, or is on the road to Olympic glory like some of these ladies here, the multidisciplinary team at the CHKD Sports Medicine program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric and college athletes. CHKD Sports Medicine. No matter where you are in the area, the CHKD has many locations, so be sure to stop in if you need help, as I know their teams are very good from recent experience. If you notice that the screen has gotten a little bit dimmer, the sun went down, got behind the clouds, and it has made the temperature drop here as well, which has put us in for a very comfortable and nice evening of field hockey. If you didn't hear me earlier, I'd just like to say I don't know much about field hockey. I'm really sorry. If I get something wrong, please do not be offended. This is only my second time doing it. Don't worry though, I look to get better and bring you a better broadcast in the future, so be sure to tune in then. Looks like Kellam is going to have their 4th corner shot of the game. Passed into her teammate, and almost ricocheted all the way into the net. Looks like it was called either as a penalty or hit out, which is going to result in another corner, their 5th coming up for Kellam. Passed it in to her teammate, number 28 again. Looks to shoot it into the other side of the goal to one of her teammates, but it looks like it went under the legs and out of bounds, which results in a long shot coming up for Princess Anne. So I believe this is the 2nd long shot for Princess Anne so far today. Princess Anne has had a fairly tough time getting things going. Most of the momentum has favored with Kellam so far, as you can see by the score. They have still put up a very tough fight though, and the goalie has done a very good job of, I believe she has stopped at least 4 or 5 different goals so far today from Princess Anne, so shout out to her. Ball went out of bounds again behind the goalie, which will result in the 3rd corner for, or the 3rd long shot for Princess Anne. If I had to believe, I would say that ball just went out of bounds. Even though my camera angle ain't that great, I would have to say that will result in a reset for Kellam coming up. Number 36 brings into play, dribbles around her opponent, and they look to space out the field as they take on near their 10th attempt of getting the ball into the circle and getting the goal. Number 18 for Princess Anne found a way to get that ball away, but eventually ended up in the hands of Kellam again. Kellam moving their way down the field. Looks to hand it off to number 30, who is going to, I believe, pass it in or shoot for the goal. She shot for it, and it went off the foot of one of her own teammates, I believe. So, coming up in just a second, we are going to have another long shot for... Oh no, maybe it actually went out from Princess Anne, I'm sorry, and it looks to be a circle shot for Kellam or Princess Anne. I'm not sure at this rate. A little confusion going on here. So, having just a second. For now, though, while we have this break, I'd like to thank John's Tax Service. Providing tax preparation and retirement planning services, John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years. They're the best thanks to their customers. John's Tax Service. Be sure to check them out today. Ball kicked out of the circle and gone out of bounds. Which looks to be going for Princess Anne as they will reset and put the ball back into play here in just a second. Got this break. I'd also like to thank Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, our focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash. How about that? Even though it is about to get cold, about to bring in fall here and get pretty chilly in the next couple months, I know I got a couple projects I still gotta do, so if I don't get around to it, I probably will call Shine Time myself. I'll let y'all know how that goes, but, you know, I've heard from many people they do some very great work, so make sure to check them out. I believe that concludes the first half of the 3rd game of the day between the JV Kellam Knights and JV Princess Anne Cavaliers. The score is 3-0, and I will be right back here with you once the 3rd quarter begins. Until then, please enjoy some commercials from our sponsors.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of, with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob Zidell. We are here at the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center, about to bring you the second half between the JV Kellam Knights and Princeton Cavaliers. If you're now just joining us, the score is 3-0 as we begin the second half. Kellam has had a pretty easy way of getting the ball into the circle and getting some good shots off. Goalie for Princess Anne, though, has found a way to keep the score close. She's probably shaved about 4 or 5 different shots. As you can see, Kellam's still trying to get their way into the circle once again and isn't doing too bad of a job. Well, we let these two teams try to space it out and get this second half going. Virginia Beach Sportsplex would like to thank the official following sponsors: AstroTurf, Land Bay Mortgage, CHKD Sports Medicine, Chicho's Pizza, Dairy Queen, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Vault Athletics, Why Not Italian, and Zook Eatery. And to give a special thanks to One Life Fitness for being the official sponsor of today's games. Now, if you're like me, you like to get that good workout in, and One Life Fitness offers some of the best facilities around to get your workouts in, so be sure to check them out today. You know, the One Life over by my house is $30 a month, which is pretty reasonable for a monthly pass, so be sure to stop in today. As you can see, it seems that the sun has officially gone away, and it is setting in to be a very nice evening here at the Sportsplex. Can't make it today, or I guess, well, we know you can't make it today, but if you can't make it in the future, good news. Many other VBHS field hockey games this season will be streamed live on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex website, just like this one. All you have to do is go to beachsportsplex.com, click streaming, and then click on the link below, and you'll see games just like this. Tuesdays and Thursdays for field hockey, and turn on for Saturday and watch some Mustangs football. So be sure to check out. And if you want to see any of our any of the games we stream but they're not live, you can always go to our YouTube channel, as you will see the ones we've done in the past. And that looks like it is going to be a goal again. The fourth one of the day for Kellam. As I said, Kellam has a good strategy so far, if you ask me. Spacing out very well, getting around the defenders, and making some good passes to their teammates near the goal, and executing very well. So, shout out to them. It's not to say, though, that Princess Anne has not fought, because Princess Anne has definitely fought very hard so far. Competed every single moment, and looks to keep their heads up and try to score some goals and get back into this one. But they have to reset the ball once again. Going to be set out of bounds and brought in by number 14 of Princess Anne. Well, we got this break though. Virginia Beach Sportsplex would also like to thank Dairy Queen for being an official sponsor. Every day is sweet when they're serving you Blizzard treats like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and Oreo Fudge Brownie. Thanks for being their fans for all these years, and here's to many more. Dairy Queen Lansdowne, fan food, not fast food. And if you're looking for a coupon that will get you a free Blizzard once you buy one for that size or a size smaller, be sure to come by while we have these games and stop by the speaker where you'll find me, Jacob Zidell, handing out some coupons. Also got some other coupons like Mooyah, Jimmy John's, Tropical Smoothie, and many others. So if you ever come in person, be sure to stop by and say hi. Looks like we are going to have a long shot coming up for Princess Anne. It looks to be given to Kellam though. Or hit to Kellam. Correction. And it looks as if number 21 is going to find a way around her defender and try to pass it into her teammate right there. But it gets deflected and handed out by Princess Anne again. penalty on the field. Looks like we are going to reset the ball right outside the circle for Kellam. Have a circle shot coming up. Hit toward the goalie, and it looks like it keeps getting deflected, but through the legs of the goalie, number 20, of Kellam. Scores another goal. Savannah Gilligan, class of 2024. You go, Gillian. Looks like Gillian is going to get substituted in for number 19 after scoring that goal. Jog off the field, knowing she did her job. Make it a 5-0 goal lead here for Kellam. I'm going to step away for just a second here, so please enjoy listening to the game.
Can we set it to 629, please? 629.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to step away and make sure I had the correct statistics for you. It is indeed a 5-0 lead for Kellam. Look to have about 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of today's game between the JV teams of Kellam and Princess Anne. With us earlier, though, we had the varsity games between Kellam and Princess Anne and Bayside and Lansdowne. For the Kellam and Princess Anne game, Kellam ended up winning by a close score of 2-1, and Bayside ended up beating Lansdowne 5-0. Those games were played here at the Sportsplex at 4 o'clock. The Kellam and Princess Anne game was brought to you by One Life Fitness as well, and ended and broadcasted by Matthew Hatfield, who will be here on Thursday. So if you have a player out here playing, or you just like to watch field hockey, make sure to tune in and listen to him call that game as well at 4 o'clock on Thursday. Kellam look to almost have another goal there. As you can see right now, we have the scoreboard up there. Got 5:30 counting down in the third period. 5-0 Kellam still, as y'all already know. As you see, we are going to have, I believe, the 5th or 6th corner for Kellam in just a second. I believe it's probably going to be hit into our teammate number 28 right there, as it is. Maybe one of the few things I've picked up watching a couple games of field hockey over here at the Sportsplex in the last week or two. If you're looking for dinner, why not Italian? If you know what I mean there. They're celebrating over 28 years in Hampton Roads. Their commitment to excellent ingredients, traditional recipes, and treating their customers like family was what has allowed them to serve delicious food to their community since 1993. You can dine in with them at any one of their 7 locations, including their newest one in Haygood off of Independence Boulevard. So, what's for dinner tonight? Why not Italian? And that looks to be another goal by Kellam. Not 100% sure here, but we'll find out in just a second if that's what I missed. And that is exactly what I missed. So another goal for Kellam makes it a 6-0 lead. We'll to set it off again. Princess Anne passes out to number 9, who has it stolen by Kellam's number 20. looks to move the ball down the field in an attempt to score their 7th goal of today's game. As you see, the Kellam player right there had a very well position on her defender and was able to get to it before her defender, number 31 of Kellam, which was somebody I don't have the number of. Not the first girl and probably won't be the last one that I don't have the number of, but that's alright. Hopefully next time I do another broadcast, we'll get you the right roster so I can give a correct shout out to the players when I know their numbers. For now though, we'll just go with what we know and do our best. When we have a break here, I'd like to give a shout out to AstroTurf. Since 1965, the AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward thinking. Today, AstroTurf continually improves its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic, sport-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. Be sure to check them out at AstroTurf. As you can see, AstroTurf is the brand of the turf that the players are playing on right here, right now. So if you like what you see and you're in the business for some turf, be sure to check out AstroTurf. Coming into this game, the one thing I knew was Mercy Rule was 6-0 after the second half. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe they just like to play this out. Who knows? Internet says it's 10, so we're going to just go with the internet actually. I think it's 10. As you can see, we got 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. As you can see the scoreboard on your screen. Big thank you to Maurice, who was working the camera, for getting us that view. As you can see, the 6th corner for Kellam just got played inbounds. Hit to number 20. And it looks like a defender kicked it out, but Kellam was able to retain possession and get it back into the circle, which so close to going in, but goes under the legs and out of bounds. Hit off of a Kellam player. Looks to give Princess Anne another long shot here in the third quarter. Well, we're also have a little break. I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors. Let's do Zoop Eatery. At Zoop Eatery, you can build the perfect box lunch, a customizable and individually packaged meal for your convenience. Choose from any of their wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-order sandwiches. They're all served with a hunk of bread and dessert, so there's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. Be sure to stop in and say hi today. And that looks to be the end of the third quarter, which will be the end of today's game here at the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. The Kellam Knights have looked to win the game out of a score at 6-0 against the Princess Anne Cavaliers. We will double check with you right here before we end the game, just to make sure that will end the game. So be sure to stay here for just another moment.
You all you're all just waving, right? Because I don't think you can shake hands yet. Never mind. Do your thing. Is that okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to let y'all know that is the conclusion of today's game between the JV teams of Kellam High School and Princess Anne High School. Kellam walks away with a victory of 6-0. Thank you for joining me here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. We will be back here with y'all on Thursday. All you have to do is go beachsportsplex.com, click streaming, then click on the link below. And we will see you on Thursday. Thanks for joining, and so long.